Donald Trump is racist. That's a real challenge for, obviously, any swing voters. And as far as the trade war goes, and I actually heard this on Fox News last week, somebody expressing real concern that the Chinese already know that Donald Trump, the only sort of economic trick he has left in his bag is to come to a resolution on the trade war with China to get the economy going. Well, if we all know that, then the Chinese leaders know that. Xi knows that. And so Xi will drive a harder bargain with Donald Trump. And at the end of the day, the man who wrote a book on the art of the deal, while he was losing more money than any American alive, according to the IRS, will have to strike yet another bad deal with the Chinese because they know he is timing all of this to help his reelection. So he's going to push China and he's going to push the trade war as long as he can. And then as he gets into the end of 2019 or the beginning of 2020, he's going to say, OK, let's do a trade deal with China and try to amp the economy up. Well, the Chinese know that. So obviously, Donald Trump's position at the table is going to be significantly weakened, and American consumers and farmers continue to be hurt.
I'm worried about his knee-jerk strategy to try and deflect people from what is really happening, because economy is like driving a boat. Things kind of happen after you've turned the wheel. And this president's not going to get the reactions he wants in this economy if he's not careful. Adrian Elrod, let's talk about the Democrats. What is the challenge for Democrats, for the Democratic presidential candidates, as it pertains to discussing the economy? Because, again, the president has a way of turning things against people and making it look like they want something bad to happen. And at the same time, they do need to give Americans some clear talk about what the options are.
Yeah, you're right, Mika. I think the challenge for Democratic candidates on this is, first of all, if a recession is happening, a recession is happening. So you have to simply acknowledge that this is going on and move forward. But I also think that Democratic candidates can reiterate why the tax cut bill was bad. The fact that many Americans are not working in jobs, even if unemployment rate is below 4%. Many Americans are not working in jobs that they want. Many Americans have had to leave good-paying jobs for mediocre jobs that they didn't sign up for. The tax bill, of course, is not working for middle-class Americans. It's working for corporate America. So continuing to hone in on that message and focus on what Democrats would do if they had full control of Congress and, of course, if they had control of the White House. But you've got to stay steady on this message, because as we know, Mika, and as a poll time after time has shown, a lot of Americans are not feeling this positive economy that we have right now. And so you couple that with going into a recession, or at least starting to feel the initial effects of a recession, it's really bad for Trump. And that's why, look, right now, Mika, with a 40% reelect number and a recession that looks like it's on the way to happening, this guy is not going to get reelected right now. So that's why I think all along he's been playing this base strategy where he's been focusing on that 32 to 33% of Americans who will be with him, in his own words, even if he shot somebody on Fifth Avenue. But he's done nothing to grow his support among moderate Americans and independent swing voters. That's the 4 to 5% that's going to make this decision in this election cycle. And so now that he's going to a recession, it does look like whatever bets he had on trying to rely on a good economy for that small 4 to 5% that will ultimately decide this election is not going to work.
Well, but Eddie, the challenge for the Democrats, and I think you and I may disagree here, so I'd love to get your thoughts, is the belief